OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
The Jack Fact is upon us. We shall gander at the Jack Fact. Tonight is the first match Hawaii has played on a Tuesday this season. Rainbow Wahine have now played on all 7 days of the week in 2011. They will also play this Friday night against Utah State and this Sunday against Idaho.
Let's take some of the blocking tonight. Hawaii with 4 blocks to Notre Dame's 2. Last night it was the reverse. Notre Dame was out blocking Hawaii. And there you see up in the middle again the blocking champion, Brittany Hewitt, with 2 great ones. Oyato right there. If you ask her what was her highlight of the night, she might say, oh yeah, the block I had in set number 1. And then the last one, the triple block by Goodman, Hewitt, and Croson to end set number 1.
We begin set number 2, or game number 2, serving is Croson with that big toss. Hits it in. That, by the way, is an ace.
That time she has some great topspin on the ball. But it is hard to time that ball when she throws it so high. It reminds me of Yuval Katz of Kostas Theoharides. The guys used to throw it as high as they possibly could.
Silva. Here's McHugh. Blake. Danielson pounds it off the block, but there's Dealey. Hawaii works it. Hewitt is blocked back. Here's Danielson. Dealey digs it. Goes to Silva. Getting the ball across is Brindock. Danielson again, yes. Maybe once, maybe twice. Very rarely on the third attempt does Danielson not succeed.
And rarely with a one-on-one situation. She's only got 1 blocker up against her. It's a pretty good chance Kanani's going to win that battle.
Croson again. That's out. 2-1 Hawaii. Croson, I mean, it's almost like a circus act. That serve gets up there and flirts with the scoreboard.
Did you hear the sigh of relief from the Notre Dame passers just now? As Croson rotated out of her serving spot.
McHugh serving for Notre Dame. Oyato sets up Hewitt, step out. Hewitt whistles that ball to the court.
I like that Oyato is working the middles as much as she can, because last night the connection was not very good. Hewitt hit 0-0-0. That one looked pretty sharp right there, and Adolfo hit 111.
Hewitt serving. There's Danielson. Danielson never got that over. Get that one into the net, spun away, out of control.
That could have been a double hit on Hewitt on the set. The ball came spinning out of there like a helicopter. Denny Brown up off the bench going, what was up with that?
Aluboy serving. Dink shot works for Oyato. Every once in a while, Oyato surreptitiously surveys the court and comes up with that.
And this is something I think she can do more often. Make that Hawaii attack even that much more versatile.
Oyato serving, ball comes over to us. Brindock with the save. Ball comes over, that ball dug up by McHugh, rattled, pats around, and the Irish cannot control it.
Nice alert play at the net by Adolfo as the ball came over. She didn't put it down right away. It didn't hit the floor, but she made a nice move. We're out to a nice back set. There's the overpass. Adolfo tap down.
So you can credit that time. You can credit Epping. Marie Roof, number 2, comes into the game. Also, Sammy Brown. She will come in and be the setter, number 16, and she will serve for Notre Dame.
Roof, an all-state volleyball and a basketball player in Michigan.
Serving is Brown. Croson to Oyato. Adolfo, that is dug up by Silva. Roof gets it across. Croson, Oyato, and Adolfo. Adolfo, not a good set. Adolfo, not a good hit. And right there was Epping.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. Oyato definitely underset Adolfo. She hit it right around her chin. Set's got to be higher than that.
Serving is Sammy Brown. Uiato goes cross court to Danielson. That's saved by McHugh. Brown goes outside to Deely, and Deely hits it long. That's a point for Hawaii. Hawaii leading by 2 in the second game.
Deely on the year hits 187. Last night she hit 032. She's got to keep those balls in.
Miss hit, but a good save by Deely. Hawaii tries it now. This is Croson. Croson just deposits the ball at the feet that time of McHugh.
Sloppy play though. Blake did not get this ball where she should have with her two-hand pass up there. Did not go to where Uiato could set the middle.
Brown, ball hit over by Epping. Hawaii with it. Hartung able to get the ball down in front of the block. Got it down in front of Deely.
One of my Kaiser Permanente keys to the game tonight was to have Hawaii chance them, take a few more chances. That was a good chance right there, firing that back set all the way across court by Uiato.
Danielson serving. Here's McHugh. That ball comes right back. Ball put over by Deely. Deely with a little soft roll shot. Successful.
Deely tonight hitting negative. 2 kills, 3 errors. She's got to bring more offense and a higher kill percentage.
5 serving 8. Serving is Deely. Dug up by Croson. Uiato back set. Hartung.
Oh, like that set again. Again, she's going against the flow, running one direction, setting the other direction, and Hartung delivering. Wow. One of the best sets I've seen Uiato set all year.
Serving is Blake. From her knees is Brown. Ball just punched in the air that time by Hewitt. Croson gets it over, comes over by us. And not able to get there was Epping. Hawaii leading 10-5. Blake will continue to serve. Overpass, yes. Hammered down, also yes. Overpass by Silva. Croson just gobbled it up. 11-5. Notre Dame has lost their momentum, and so their coach, Debbie Brown, calls a timeout.
Find the perfect treat at Big Island Candies. Place your orders by October 25th to ensure delivery by Halloween. Big Island Candies, home of the famous diagonally dipped shortbread cookies.
All the information you need about UH athletics is right at your fingertips. Go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and a host of other items. Serving will be Blake. She continues to serve. 11, serving 5. Blake gets it over. Dug up by Deely. Just get it over, and that ball comes back by Croson and hits the Terraflex.
And Croson's getting all the breaks tonight. She's getting all of the overpasses, tapping him down. That one, the little slop off the block. And now she got, she's got 10 kills, no errors.
Blake serving again from her knees is Sammy Brown. That ball hit over and then dug up. Hartung. That's off the block. Deely in the back row. Sammy Brown. Ball is hit over by Epping. Dug up by Blake. Croson gets it across. Saved by Sammy Brown. Here's McHugh. Dug up in the back row by Danielson. Croson. That ball goes off Deely. Croson again.
She just continues to have a monster night. You know, I'll tell you something. She's going to be a candidate for Freshman of the Year, in my opinion. But she's not going to get it unless she strings together one night after another of 275, 300 kill percentage nights.
Brindock goes in, replacing Roof for Notre Dame. Serving is Blake, and unable to get to that pass that time was Brindock. Brindock stumbled and was off balance all the way across the court. Hawaii on a 6-0 run. They lead at 14-5 here in the second. Serving is Blake. She continues. Brindock. That ball comes over and goes out. Well, Brindock's doing a lot of sprinting here.
Another service ace by Lizzie Blake.
Brindock goes out and Roof comes back in. Serving is Blake. Serves it deep, but there is Silva. Sammy Brown. Ball is hit over by Epping. And gets it inside the back line for Notre Dame.
When Notre Dame's big players out there, we got 3 players that are 6'2", and they're really long and lanky, and they reach. When they get to be better as the season goes on, they're going to be a force to contend with in the Big East.
Hewitt hits it out, following the serve by Silva. Point for Notre Dame. 7 serving 15 here in the second game. Serving is Silva. There's Blake. Uiato. Croson has to lean back to hit that. McHugh. McHugh pushes it, and it's pushed back. Dealey gets that in just inside the line. Almost an uncanny shot. Point for Notre Dame.
That's the kind of determination Notre Dame needs.
Yes, Tony.
To be competitive in this contest.
Let's go, Marie. Come on, Marie.
Serving again is Silva. Chased down by Uiato. Croson is blocked. Saved by Hewitt. Saved by Croson. Elbow save. That double hit. 15-9. So Notre Dame on a little boomlet here. Hawaii calls a timeout. Hawaii leading 15-9. Second set. Let's go inside the numbers presented by HMSA. 17 consecutive seasons, the Rainbow Wahine have topped 100,000 in home attendance. Starting tonight, 98,538 have shown up. We have not counted this crowd. It is no doubt over 2,000, 3,000. They've gone over 100,000 again.
So it'll be 18 consecutive seasons.
18 consecutive seasons. 9 serving 15. Serving is Silva. Serves it long. Point for Hawaii. They lead now 16-9. And serving will be Hartung. Hartung serves it. That ball dug up by McHugh. Outside to Alubwe. Alubwe is able to pound it off the Hawaii block. Hewitt and Uiato up on that double block. 16-10. So the Irish have attained double figures. Alubwe in the middle, along with McHugh. And along with Hauser. That ball is hit over by Hewitt, but way out.
Another misconnect between Uiato and Hewitt. You know, with a big lead of 16-11, I'd go back to Hewitt again if I get a good pass. I think Uiato ought to continue to work on that timing.
Brindach serving for Notre Dame. Just over. Blake is there. Uiato, there she is again. Hewitt is successful this time on Silva.
I like it. I'm glad Uiato went right back there. They've got to work it out. Now's the time to do it.
17-11. Hawaii leading. And they'll wipe up the perspiration.
This Notre Dame team's about probably like a little bit like New Mexico State. And so if Hawaii has a chance to practice, how tough they can be in creative situations like what Uiato's trying to do with their middles, it's a great practice.
Serving is Croson. Brindach. That ball hit by Hauser. Good set by Brindach following an excellent pass, and Hauser just put it away. 17 for Hawaii, 12 for Notre Dame.
That was with some authority, wasn't it?
It was. McHugh serving. Croson on one knee overpasses that. Brindach again to Hauser. Hauser just ripped that ball in between Davidson and Hewitt.
Why not go to the
Danielson and
why not go to the hot player? It's 2 boomers in a row from Hauser. He goes up a little mini step out move.
Danielson, deep corner, makes it work.
She's got all the shots. She's got the little cut shot inside the 3-meter line. She's got the deep down the line shot. She's got the boomer cross court. She's got the rainbow shot to the corner.
18 serving 13, dug up by Silva. Brindach goes to Dealey, and Dealey puts that ball down in front of Adolfo, just into that front row.
And Dealey finally has more kills than errors.
18 for Hawaii, 14 for Notre Dame. Coming in for Notre Dame is Kathleen Severin. Severin from Naperville, Illinois.
11 aces on the year. She's the one who Coach Brown loves to bring in late in games for her serving.
Danielson, Uiato, short set, Adolfo. Adolfo pumped that into the second row by McHugh. 19-14, Hawaii leading, and serving will be Uiato. Off McHugh, she shanked that. Hauser couldn't do anything with it. 20-14, Hawaii.
Hawaii with ace number 4.
Uiato continues to serve. McHugh, Dealey, Hauser gets the ball across. Uiato, Adolfo, Notre Dame will return it. Croson, Uiato, Danielson, back up by Silva. Brimdock goes to Dealey, that's blocked back. Dealey tried the roll shot, tried the little tip, but Hartung was there, along with Uiato.
Nice disciplined block by Hartung. Didn't get hung up in the cable, just tapped it down.
Yeah, I said Uiato, I correct myself. Coming over, but coming over late was Adolfo. Credit Hartung.
They must have called Hartung in the net.
22-15, that was a violation. Called late. Danielson. Hartung was called in the net. And by the time they adjudicated it, much time had passed.
Coach Debbie Brown has one timeout left. I'm surprised she's waited this long, but she will use it if they don't get a side out here.
There's a kick by Croson. Keeps it alive. Ball comes over and Blake cannot scramble after it. Second night in a row we've seen a kick.
So the big question is, 2 nights in a row, watch the kick save right here. Popped up by Croson. Last night it was Adolfo. Will the soccer team start recruiting the volleyball players?
Healy serving. Adolfo is blocked back. Two-handed over by Danielson. Outside to McHugh. McHugh with a textbook kill shot. 21-17. Notre Dame knows that they have a chance here. And serving will be Dealey. Dealey just gets it over, but there is Uiato. Blake follows. Ball is hit by Croson and blocked back. Roof was in on it, along with Epping.
Roof got the roof?
Roof got the roof, or part of the roof. 21-18, timeout is called. And Hawaii leading by 3. You see the score, 21-18. Notre Dame has cozied up just a bit. Coming to the very important points here in the second set. Serving will be Dealey for Notre Dame.
Look up super sub for Hawaii. Chantil Satele in to save the day, I guess.
Can almost hear the trumpets. Satele sets up on the right side. Serving is Dealey. Croson, Uiato, Croson just line drives that ball. Line drives that ball off of Sammy Brown.
Also with her 12th kill.
22-18. I want you leading by 4. Serving is Blake. Back up by Silva. Sammy Brown hit over by Epic. I want you with the chance here. Croson. Stuck up by Silva of Notre Dame. Ball is hit by Roof. Popped in the air. Here's Danielson going cross court. Croson blocked, but saving it is Uiato. Danielson to Hartung. That's blocked. Saved by Hewitt. Then Blake. Danielson gets it across, long rally. Ball comes over by Epping. Down the middle comes Danielson, took something off. Boy, you talk about a change-up shot. That was it. 23-18, Notre Dame calls a timeout. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
This is how you set the ball from the back row. Watch Kanani Danielson as she sets two balls that are phenomenal, way deep in the court. 30 feet cross court, right on the money to Croson. And then another one, she decides, let's go sideways and give Hartung a shot. Again, that was a very difficult set, but that's how it works when you're setting from the back row.
Danielson credited with the kill. The ball is hit over by Epping. There's Silva, McHugh, that's blocked by Hewitt. Ball punched and then punched back. That ball punched over by Epping, but Croson was right there to say, let me see this punch. How does this work?
Oh, block solo for Croson in on her third block tonight. She's having an amazing night.
Aloha ball in the second set. Back set, ball is hit by Epping. It travels the length of the court, it goes out. Second set belongs to Hawaii. They lead this match 2 games to none, winning the second set 25-18.